just want to reflect one thing back, if that's okay. And they said, what's the common denominator in all of these stories that you're sharing with me?
Yeah.
And I had this beauty, it was a really almost like warm duvet blanket feeling of it's me.
Mm,
And I think that transitional point of that's not to take responsibility for things that happened to me that were troublesome, but I think there comes a point when we have to take responsibility for our own lives.
mhm.
And I think when you reach a certain point in your growth, development, healing, whatever words work for you, that that kind of call to action of personal responsibility. Okay, if I want things to get better than this, if I want to really connect to a version of me that feels truly real, I have to pay attention to that. And not just in a therapy session once a week, but all the time, every day. And I think that realization in that moment allowed that therapeutic journey to be incredibly powerful, which then
Mhm.
took me into a real kind of exploration of um, what do I really like? What kind of clothes do I really like? Do you know what I mean? How do I want
Yes.
my hair to be? All of these simple things that maybe we take for granted, but often can
Mhm.
be influenced by forces outside of ourselves. So I just started there with this almost
Yeah.
childlike joy of what's new.
Yeah.
Who, who am I really?
I just got
And
this image of you entering your body for the first time.
I love, thank you for that reflection. That's really beautiful. It's
Mm,
exactly that. I'd learned to live my life from the neck up. But
right.
as highly sensitive people, I mean, trying to keep all that in is not
Yeah.
easy.
It's a full-time job.
It really is. Really is.
I can relate because I lived the first 20 years of my life from the neck up.
Yeah.
And it was a slow dropping back down. And it was messy, but also beautiful.
Yes.
And I just feel emotional hearing your story, just knowing that, oh, you finally found yourself.
Mm,
And like the eyes of a child, like everything is new, and you get to, okay, what do I like? Who am I?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Which is why I really love associating with the term, like, I really consider myself a late bloomer. And
Yeah.
I've worked now with people that are older than I am now. I'm 51 now. And people far older than me are having their version of that. There's also people that are having that incredibly younger. And I think it can happen to all of us. It's available to all of us at any time,
Mm,
however we might feel about ourselves and what is possible for us. I
yeah.
really have come to believe that deeply in my core.
Absolutely. You can find yourself at any decade of your life.
Yeah,
Yeah. 51, 71, 91.
absolutely.
It's all available.
Yeah, it is. It is. But
Yeah.
I also know what it is like to genuinely feel like that isn't available to me and that
Hmm.
I'm going to be in a life of struggle because of who I am.
Yeah.
And I'm going to adapt and I'm going to create a life which is less than because that does create a certain comfort within oneself.
Yeah.
But it's an illusionary comfort. And actually it's it's something which, as I'm saying it there, I can feel younger versions of me kind of connecting to them and because of what they lived through, because they thought that was all that was here that was available for them.
Hmm.
And there is a sadness to that, and I like to honor that in the present.
Yeah. There's a grief there that the younger versions of you, the younger parts,
Yeah,
didn't feel this congruence that you are living now.
exactly. But
Hmm.
but rather than when I feel them come up, rather than feeling their sadness, I really resonate with the term reparenting. I can bring them forward into the present with me and show them what's possible now.
That's it. That's it. Yeah. Like it's an op I always am telling my clients, whenever something comes up, it's an opportunity to heal, to reclaim that experience of wholeness, of healing. It's like, oh yeah, the younger self is here. Let's help them have a different experience.
And that term reclaim, that word reclaim is really important because it's not that with all of this exploration we become something new or someone new.
Right.
we become who we were always here to be.
Yes, that is exactly it. Like you were always this. It was just hidden or
Exactly.
unavailable.
Yeah.
Maybe you were
And
in survival mode.
yeah, well, and I have no doubt if you're listening to this, you have your own version of that where for whatever reason, whatever happened to you, um, in big and small experiences, will have put certain layers up, which is why I often think about the work that I do and my own personal work is peeling back those layers. It's by peeling back those layers gently and safely that allows what has always been there within
Mm-hmm.
to feel safe enough to show itself to the world.